Hi, I'm Tom,
And I'm Carol.
and we're going to talk about branding today. Fascinating subject, right?
It is. It's absolutely fascinating, and
'Cause we kind of both do that.
we do.
And yeah, it's an interesting
Yeah.
thing. Complicated subject, right? Or not?
It's always been kind of complicated, but it's gotten even more so in the last
Mhm.
few years with the advent of social media and a whole new way to present your brand and a whole new expectation from our client base on how they expect to be how they expect relationships with us.
Mhm. So I think the place we start on a conversation about branding is to say what is a brand, and everybody used to think that it was a logo or a company name or a product name or something like that, and that's not what it is at all.
No, that's a start. I mean, we all know the Nike slash. That's their logo. It's a very strong brand identifier, but that's not at all the whole matter of the brand. That's just one piece of it, and you really need to understand what goes into building that logo, and then also the mission, the values, the relationships behind that logo. It's all part of your brand. So much more than just that visual cue.
So a logo in particular, something visual like that, is really just a memory trigger.
Yeah, that's a good
It's
way to
really
put
not.
it. It's a good
It's
way
something
to
to
put it.
remind you of the brand.
Right. We see that apple with the bite out of it and we think, oh, cool technical products. Well, that has nothing to do with the apple with the bite out of
Right,
it, but
right.
that is the brand message.
Mhm. So a lot of marketing writers these days are describing brand as the marketplace's perception of you.
Yeah, yeah.
And the interesting part of that is if that's true, then you don't have as much control over your brand as you think you do.
Well, it's been interesting. As brand managers, it's always been part of our job to very carefully manage the brand and make sure that it's not diluted or distorted as it goes out in the marketplace. For good or for bad, you put something out there on Facebook or YouTube or in a blog, and that brand is now out of your control, and it's up to the
Right,
marketplace to
right.
feed you back and converse. And if you don't stay engaged in the brand, it can easily go off the rails. So branding becomes more about an ongoing conversation than about just pushing it out there like it used to be.
So there's this new thing called personal branding.
Yeah, yeah.
What's that all about?
Personal branding comes from an understanding that people these days don't want to do business with a company. They want to do business with people.
Which has always been that way.
It always has been that way. It's the mom and pop grocery store
Right,
concept,
right.
only now mom and pop might be in Australia, but I still might be engaged one-on-one in a business relationship. So personal branding is about making sure that behind your company, it's very clear who the people are that are there, and that the people themselves are out there engaging in the marketplace and have a strong brand of their own. And with the advent of social media, especially Facebook, and LinkedIn, there's so many different ways to actually build a strong personal brand online,
Right.
separate but still related to your company's brand.
Okay. So how about we pick up on that in episode 2?
Great, that's a huge topic. We look forward to having you join us again for more talk about branding.
See you next time.